Salam alaikum, everybody. Welcome back to Let's Level Every Class, the World of Warcraft War Within series, episode 3, featuring our voluptuous femme fatale, daughter of Azuremyst Isle, Draenei Shaman Morame. Thank you all so much for tuning into episode 3. Top right corner of the screen is going to be a playlist card, which will take you directly to this character's specific leveling series, and just in case if this is your first episode. Also, if you're just tuning into the channel and the Let's Level series as a whole, throughout the video will be multiple different playlist cards on the top right corner of the screen, which will take you to other characters in their leveling journeys. Malachiel, Human Fury Warrior, Valera, Blood Elf Paladin, Novazaru, Void Elf Monk, and even more characters to come. So do check out the playlist tab on the channel page itself. And again, very much shukran. Episode 2 was very interesting, helping out the Gnarl Pines, or the Still Pines, and now we're going into what I deem to be the second major half of the Azuremyst Isle storyline, or at least the starting zone for the Draenei Shamans. Bloodmyst Isle, and holy crow. That is quite the transition of coloring. So I remember from checking the channel analytics, a lot of y'all do watch this series on television, which I think is incredibly cool, by the way. Let me know how this looks, because this is kind of interesting to me. What is going on this part? Like, we just go from very serene, subtle, velvet, violet, purple to like blood red, like a deep blood red transition. Like, what is going on here? So I guess we're gonna find out like what the dealio is in the second half of the Draenei's starting area. Constrictor vines. Oh no, you're gonna make me farm these vines again. Ah, no, Tracker, dude. You're making me hunt. Oh gosh, as if Stranglethorn Val wasn't enough hunting in my day. Wow, he's wearing an older armor set. Well, I shouldn't be surprised. I mean, some of these characters, even though the models have been updated, the armor sets really have not. I mean, these are classic armor sets from TBC, so I really shouldn't be surprised. How's everybody doing today? How's y'all's journey in Azeroth going? Ooh, we got a queue for a dungeon. Let's go ahead and do it. I didn't think I'd get a queue this fast, but I think healer privilege is gonna work out for us. Wait a minute, did I queue for this? I thought I queued for a Burning Crusade. Whoops. Whoops. What is this place? Dude, I have not a clue what to do in this one, so let's focus the tank, and let's pray I can keep this group alive. Waycrest Manor. Are we in Resident Evil? Is this the mansion from the first game? The staircase looks very similar, well, slightly similar. I'm all about it. Dude, we're gonna be fighting zombies and stuff here. Waycrest Manor. I didn't play during BFA, so I have not a clue what this place is about. We'll investigate the grounds while you dispatch. What is that? See, that's what is this one-piece suit that these gals are wearing? Torkin Mage, that's funny. That's a good name. I think I've seen that, like, that specific one-piece bodysuit. I don't know what it's called. But I think I've seen that on like multiple blood mages. I've seen that on a few night elves. What piece of armor is that? It's got to be a transmog set, because a lot of gals rock that stuff. It looks good. Makes the curves come out more. Shoutouts to y'all. This paladin has the Lightbringer too? Dude's in 2. He's learned from High Lord Brother of Oklahoma. And I've got to keep this guy alive. I don't think Brother Oklahoma will forgive me if this paladin tank gets blown up to smithereens. My sincerest apologies, y'all. I thought I queued up for a Burning Crusade dungeon, which was my full intent. I guess I queued up for BFA. Whoops. Timewalking, at least. So this is going to be interesting. I think Timewalking just recently went through an upgraded difficulty curve. So this is the first time we're going to be seeing a slightly modified Timewalking campaign. Allegedly, Timewalking for a lot of players, or for many in the community, they were saying it was just too easy. It was just too easy to just fly through it. And I'm still new, so I really have no comment on that. What in the world is that disgusting freak? Oh, he is totally not halal. We gotta get rid of him. Dude, that is nasty. This dude's like in a pit of garbage. It's like that Parasite Eve 2 boss from the endgame, the trash dude. I'm trying to LOS here, but I think I have a feeling that AoE is just gonna go straight through the walls. So, bad idea to get too close. Trying to use a healing rain here, plant a few totems to keep these people alive. The gluttonous, he's a freak. Ooh, look at him, he's sliding back, dude, the body's sliding back into trash. That's crazy. Dude, that is nuts. That is disgusting. I feel like I need a shower. We need some healing rain. This paladin is kicking tail right now. He's got the Lightbringer. He's got a good armor set too. I don't know if that's a transmog or if that's just the actual armor set. It looks really good. Really, really good. Kind of hard to position myself to as the healer. Like, I'm trying to stick to the back line, but this is a manor and we're like really, really close. Really, really close quarters. So that's kind of difficult. Well, at least now I can kind of breathe a little bit.
Watch your step.
So these are very cool looking bosses too. This is the first time I've ever played, I've ever done Waycrest Manor, so this is literally a first for me. Trying to focus the tank, but I'm also trying to like position the healing rain so it touches everybody at least, but seems like it seems like everybody here is really probably a veteran player, or group of veteran players if I had to imagine. So everyone's just doing real good. This tank is barely getting dented, like he's barely taking a dent. BFA content, I'm pretty sure Timewalking wise there's going to be even more BFA that we're probably gonna have to do. So the dungeons on on Morame are definitely, like, expect them to get crazier, and the more we do outside of the Cataclysm, the old dungeons, the more I'm gonna have to get used to stuff on the fly. And I'm intentionally doing this to myself because I need to really get a full grasp and diversify the portfolio here.
Dispel.
I've got to learn I've got to learn as
Shockwave.
got to learn how to heal, you know? But again, I mean, my mistakes is really your learning, you know? Take my mistakes and just learn from them and sit here and say, how can I play even better? I can't remember who commented. Ah, jeez, I'm so sorry. But one of the Void fam, y'all had commented that you didn't get to play during Myst. Like, you remember the advertisements, and I remember them too. You didn't get to play, and I'm not too sure if you ever did get to play World of Warcraft, but now, honestly, now is the perfect time. If you've ever been curious about World of Warcraft, seriously, jump into it. such a fun experience. There's a lot going on. There's so many different versions of this game to play. I mean, literally there is a version for anyone, any taste you may have. I know a good decent portion of the community is saying that, hey, you know, jump into other games is, you know, is the way to go. And like, I think there's a good portion of the community right now that's trying out RuneScape, which I think is cool. Listen, we all played RuneScape. If you were raised in the 90s, you touched RuneScape at some point. And I like a good RuneScape every now and then too, especially the OST. It's very calming and such. But, and I'm not really in much of a position to sit here and, you know, say what type, you know, what criterion of, you know, an iteration of World of Warcraft that is good or is bad or whatnot. I think every version has its has its drawbacks and benefits, you know, or has its drawbacks and charms. I think WoW personally right now is in the strongest part I think ever has been. I really think that they've made WoW so user-friendly and continue to make the game super appealing just for players to just jump in and at least try the game. Because there's just, again, there's so many different versions. Retail is in a phenomenal place right now, in my opinion. I think there's just, you literally play any class you want. Make as many characters as you want. And just have fun leveling. Have fun enjoying all these different time walking blasts from the past, you know, going back and checking out all the older dungeons and such, or just, you know, playing a queuing up for the like a more difficult slightly more difficult version, but getting to play and getting to, you know, good gear is very easy to get. The expansions are really cool too. Get to play any expansion storyline you want. Like I don't see how it's not in a renaissance period, you know what I mean? It's hard for me to describe because, again, still very new, still learning my ways of what I can do. But if you got dungeons like this, like, come on, dude. What is that, a grand piano in the back? Are we about to do some Castle Crashers right now? Y'all remember Castle Crashers? On that, like the Xbox 360 dashboards. Y'all remember playing the old Xbox 360 like dashboard in the marketplace? Do y'all remember playing like demos and such of like all these other like different games? I remember playing, getting to try Phantasy Star. I think it was Phantasy Star 2, I think it was. And the only server that was the most populated was ship number 2. And the demo, you could get very, very far. Like you can only, what was it? Like you had 2 days or like 1 day, you can play an incredible amount of the game. Like a ludicrous amount of the game you can play on one character. But after like a day, your character would be completely wiped. I think you were level capped to 20 or maybe it was even 30 or something. I really cannot remember, but I just remember the Xbox dashboard being so cool. But I do have a favor to ask, Void fam. If y'all are enjoying the content and the video, the series, maybe consider tossing this video a like, giving it a comment if there's anything of Restoration Shaman that y'all can give me some pointers and some tips, and maybe even consider leaving a maybe even consider subscribing and supporting the channel. There's a lot of different videos, a lot of different characters leveling series. This journey's been amazing. Y'all's support has been amazing, but only consider subscribing if y'all feel like I have earned it. If I have not earned it yet, then do not. But do continue to check in on the channel. Like I said, we're leveling every single class, just like we are right now. Bismillah, the manor is complete. That was pretty fun. I was not expecting it to be as fun as it was, but that was really, really fun. I'm honestly genuinely surprised. If the rest of the BFA dungeons are as cool as the Waycrest Manor, I'm gonna enjoy healing. But you also got a good party, good tank. Everybody knows. I have no idea what's going on storyline wise. My apologies, but good job to the tank. Seriously, that was a good pace. A good, easy pace for me to pick up. Really cool stuff. Really cool stuff. But as I was saying, y'all, before trying to concentrate on healing and chatting at the same time, only consider subscribing if you feel like I've earned it. I'm on a quest to level every class, different race every time, or at least most of the time, as often as I can. But definitely when I'm trying to earn the community's trust and trying to earn every subscription possible. So, shukran. Thank y'all so much for your time. Your time is valuable. And I really hope y'all are enjoying the series.
Open your heart to the light.
Yeah, the Xbox 360 dashboard, the old Microsoft dashboard. Y'all, my favorite fighting game of all time was Dead or Alive, and specifically Dead or Alive Ultimate. And I remember in 2013, 2014, I ended up buying a pristine copy of DOA Ultimate. An absolute pristine copy. It almost looked like it was never even touched. And when I opened the case, I saw a freaking Xbox Live time card. Like an Xbox Live time card, the old ones, like the old, I think it was like the orange ones, like from back in the old OG classic Xbox days. Y'all, when I sat there and said my jaw dropped when that code still worked, like I had a whole month free. That's crazy. Not that I needed it, but it was just nuts. Oh man, DOA Ultimate, dude. I love DOA. I'm not much of a fighting game player necessarily, but Dead or Alive, I have some very fond memories of playing DOA. Myself and Perono just doing tag team together, like tag team matches and stuff. So freaking fun. Favorite male character to play was always Ein. Always Ein. Females where I get a little kind of depends on what I'm feeling that day, but mostly Kasumi. You know, the face of the series, I suppose. And for Perono, his was always Ayane. So I think it's kind of ironic. Like I always chose Kasumi and he would choose Ayane. DOA, what a series, man. Do y'all remember the original like hype trailers they would make for video games back in the days? Like DOA Ultimate was sick. If you never saw the original like the trailer for DOA Ultimate when it was like announced at like E3 and everything. Oh my goodness. Dude, I remember when the PS3 and the 360, the next generation of consoles, was like announced in like E3. Y'all remember G4 TV? Television for gamers by gamers? Alright, I'm aging myself, and my sincerest apologies if I am. But I think many of you probably watching this or listening to this in the background, maybe you're in the kitchen making a meal. Y'all remember G4 TV? I do. Remember Corey from Cheat? We had what was it? X-Play? But it was, I think it was, no, was it X-Play? Or was it called something different before the network merged? There was like a television network merge. And you had that, you had Cinematech. Whoa.
Favor the road traveled by few.
Hang on a second here. Y'all are making me disguise as a blood elf. I mean, I'll gladly go back to playing a Blood Elf if that's what y'all want, Draenei, but I do find this interesting. If I have my mace and shield out, though, am I really that disguised? You know what I mean? Like, am I really that disguised? Y'all want me to just pry information out here? Alright, Mr. Sunhawk Agent, my fellow brethren, Sindorai. I hate to pry information for you. I know you're being interrogated right now, but this is the Draenei playthrough, so I kind of have to play along, you know what I mean? Best if you just give me the information needed now. I wonder what that interrogator is even doing. It's not like she's really interrogating him, you know what I mean? Vector coil is massive, okay. Norris will destroy you and your people. I mean, listen, I don't care too much if the Draenei are destroyed. At the same time, I need to be open-minded into what they do and what they are here for. So it looks like we were able to you know, I'm kind of taken back a sec. Hold on, I'm kind of taken back a sec. Like, he couldn't see through this disguise. Blood Elves are a little bit infused with some fel magic here, so I'm really shocked he really didn't stop me in my tracks and sit here and say, something's a little weird with you. Why would you, me, a Blood Elf, be captured, but you, a Blood Elf, be completely fine? Like, you're amongst the Draenei people. You're not locked in a cage, you know what I mean?
Blessings upon your family.
The plot thickens, ladies and gentlemen. The plot thickens. But yeah, I mean, we had Cinematech, we had... Oh my gosh, just so many games were coming out at that time. One of the games that took, like, as a kid growing up, that really caught my eyes was the one where I think Jack Black voiced. I think it was Kong. That was like one of the first games I saw that just completely blew away, because back in the day, like, graphics were all, you know, all the thing. All the rage, I suppose. But we had the graphics, we had DOA 4 when that came out, Halo 3. Oh, dude, Halo 3. Y'all remember back in the day when we used to camp out to get video games? These kids, this generation will never know. They'll never know. They'll never know what that feeling was when you had to camp out for a game and you, like, your $120 pre-order came with so much. Games were finished. There was DLC coming. Like, games actually felt complete. We didn't get, like, swamped with an unfinished product. But yeah, X-Play, oh my gosh, that show was so good. Attack of the Show. Tommy Tallarico, what show did Tommy do? It was him and what's his name that reviewed games as well. And they would bicker back and forth, and it was really fun because anytime it was like a anytime it was like a Street Fighter game, Tommy was just sick of it. He was just like, how many freaking versions of Street Fighter can I, like, talk about without it being completely redundant? Then Cheat got the female hostess, I guess, and turns out she was gosh, I can't remember her name, but she used to be a Dallas Cowboys cheerleader, which I thought was really cool, honestly. I thought that was sick. And she was really, you could tell she was passionate about gaming. She was really knowledgeable about, like, games and such. It was honestly was cool. I missed Corey, don't get me wrong. I really missed him. I think most of us did when they swapped hosts, but I thought she did a phenomenal job, honestly. Looking back, going back on YouTube and, like, looking at all that older, like, stuff that we grew up on, that we're just sit there and say, yo, these kids will never know. They'll never know. They will never know the feeling of watching new G4 content. And Adam Sessler, dude, Morgan Webb, like, come on. When they did the durability test for, like, the PS3 or no, it was the PS2, the Xbox, and the GameCube, and the GameCube ended up winning the durability test. Like, they destroyed those consoles. I think the Xbox was like the least durable. Then you had Rooster Teeth with Red versus Blue. You had, oh dude, Machinima's back in the day. Back in the day, man. I feel like I do this a lot. Like, I start playing the game and I start recording for like episodes, and then I immediately start to like jump into a whole bunch of topics that are not necessarily WoW related. It's kind of just like me discussing like a whole bunch of historical. Oh my gosh. Yeah, like G4 TV deserves to be in a historical museum, like the Titanic Museum or something, you know what I mean? It's just so nostalgic talking about it though. Cause I get like not teary-eyed or anything, but I get like completely excited of like when I can discuss this type of stuff with other gamers, other nerds and such, because you remember seeing all this stuff, and especially the holiday season for games. Oh my gosh. The holiday season for games, c'est magnifique, especially on G4 TV. Especially on G4 TV. You know those reviews were going to be good. So, myself and Wooly Bro over here, we have a timed quest. This is interesting that they gave Draenei players a timed quest so early on. I don't recall ever having one on Blood Elves, but you literally go from Bloodmyst Isle, and we're going all the way down to the southern camp. I wonder if we're gonna have to go all the way back in order to like turn the quest in, or does it complete here? They do give you enough time, but I imagine back in the day how many of y'all
What can I do for you?
really were caught off guard by this.
For the Alliance.
Oh, okay, cool. We don't have to go all the way back, but wait a minute. Newfound allies. That's all the way over there. Let's go ahead and take care of that, because I thought I was done with Azuremyst Isle, but I don't believe so now. And before we continue with Bloodmyst, I want to make sure we complete one isle before continuing to the next. But yes, dude, Cinematech, you would find like games from there that you totally would want to play, because you'd find games that you would have never you never thought you would play or whatnot. There was some real oddball titles, and then G4 TV had all right, I'm about to boggle some minds here, so to my gentlemen, to my fine gentlemen, married men, y'all remember when G4 TV, like after hours, started to incorporate a lot of like interesting shows? You know what I mean? Like Cinematech had a different version of it. It was like called Nocturnal Emissions. What the hell? Oh gosh. The younger me was exposed to Dude, the younger me was exposed to Japanese models, and I was just like, what in the world is going on? Yeah, if you know, you know. If you know, you know. I won't delve too far into it. This is a family show and leveling series after all, but needless to say, G4 TV was really good and super diverse. I genuinely miss it. I think G4 TV, like a lot of things, you know, times change and social media content and everything has definitely, like, video game journalism has really changed over the years. And I think it's cool, but I think the current era of like, do really any of y'all watch television, or do you watch like YouTube TV? Like for me, and the wife specifically, like with our son, we don't really watch television. Like everything's on YouTube. So we just watch YouTube for the most part. You know, television networks and everything. It's just incredible to see how things have changed. It really is. I can't really stress that enough. But like if I want a complete nostalgic trip, I'll watch like an old no commentary walkthrough of a game like The Sims Busted Out, or you know, just any game from the childhood, Pokemon and stuff like that. And it's really cool to hear others players and perspectives on different games and such. Especially like how y'all watch the Let's Level series. For my veteran WoW players, y'all are watching a very younger WoW player. Oh my gosh, this red. That red in the water. Please tell me there is not a quest on the northern tip of this island that I'm going to be jumping in and having to like swim in this stuff, because that is glaring to the eyes. It's completely polarizing. I don't know how it is for y'all on that are watching on TV, but please let me know. We got some Nagas here. Let's go ahead and take care of the big boy right here. While we're doing this, I'm gonna go ahead and take a tea break. Well-deserved tea break. Let's go ahead and do that.
I need to target something first.
I think video games have come such a long way in terms of like creativity and such too. Like we think about titles such as like Katamari Damacy, and there was a vampire hunter type of game on the, not the Masquerade Bloodlines, but there was like one on the Game Boy SP, which you would actually like take out and like get sunlight, and that actually translated to energy for like your sun-based energy weapons. I can't remember. It was a very anime-esque type of game. I can't remember the name of that thing, but that was super unique. You had Zelda, Legend of the Twilight Princess that came. Oh my gosh, dude, my old man, bless his heart, he is a nerd just like I am, and his favorite game series of all time, if you're not mentioning Assassin's Creed, is Zelda. He pretty much grew up playing Legend of Zelda, and we good feels moment growing up as a kid. He would actually take the Game Boy we had, or like the PSP, and he would take it to work or whatnot. Like we had both versions. Like we would have what was the two Zelda games on Game Boy Color? I think it was Oracle of Seasons and Oracle of Ages. And I'd be playing one version, he'd be playing the other version. And man, dude, my old man, he worked a lot. He's about to retire. He's about to retire from his career in civil service. And his journey of first response is coming to a close literally in a few months. And it's kind of crazy to think about, just like the days and the nights he would take so many different details. I would almost never see him. I mean, I saw him, but not like that. But he would just be like, hey, can I take the Game Boy? You know, I know I'm going to have some downtime. Can I just take the Game Boy and whatnot? And it's so cool to have those types of memories, because you'd be playing one version, you play the next, maybe he beats it and then you do that, or the many times we'd sit together and we would play Dragon Quest VIII, Journey of the Cursed King, and he got so far into it. And as a kid, I was like, man, I'm jealous, because I'm like, how did you get so far? Dad, how did you get so far into the game? Like, I can't even beat like the second major boss, and yet here you are. So cool. So freaking cool. Do y'all have any memories of playing video games with your parents? I know some of y'all got some cool stories. I mean, I definitely do. Or your siblings, doesn't matter. Like your best friends, your siblings. Remember playing the many nights of playing Halo 2 online, and that would basically be my gateway into competitive gaming and such. My real true gateway. I mean, I'm sure a lot of y'all probably had the same. Some of y'all probably played like games like Counter-Strike or World of Warcraft PvP. WoW PvP was a different beast. Real different beast. And the players that took it seriously took it incredibly seriously. Some old-time legends. It's just cool to see how far gaming has come. It really is. Oh, whoa. I was not expecting the Draenei to come help. I know there was a patrol on the road, but I didn't think the farmer of all dudes was gonna come help. So here's one thing I'm seeing. Draenei, you have a lot, and I mean a lot, of compact fetch quests that I think are gonna turn into chained quests, meaning that I'm notorious for trying to complete every single quest and then wait and then turn everything in as soon as I'm done. So I have a very sick feeling in my stomach that I'm going to end up turning in a lot, and it's just going to turn into more and more quests. I don't know how bad it's going to be in comparison to the Blood Elves and the Ghostlands. That was a pretty compact area for sure. But it seems like Draenei definitely get the rougher end of the stick in terms of questing. I imagine it's going to take us all the way to level 30, though, very easily. So I guess that's kind of the reward. Go ahead and take care of all these quests. All these fetch quests that are going to turn into more quests and then more, and then it's just like, oh gosh, you know, hang on, I haven't even caught my catch my breath yet, you know what I mean? Back to helping these guys. I mean, look at this. Oh my goodness. It just feels like I barely touched the surface of Bloodmyst Isle. But the journey continues, you know? Oh boy, taking a look at that map. There's gonna be a lot of quests. There's gonna be a lot of quests, y'all. Это путажнище заменит некоторые время. Very, very rough Russian, so please forgive me on that. But I guess what I was trying to go for is saying this journey will take a while, or this journey is going to take a while. So it's это путажнище. That's the word I keep screwing up. Y'all can tell I definitely try. I definitely try to put in some effort, but Russian's not my native tongue. Заменит некоторые время.
Be well.
And to anybody that can speak fluent Russian, please do feel free to correct me. But essentially, again, what I was trying to say was this journey will take a while.
Remain vigilant.
We got a rare upgrade, but I don't think I'm going to use that. Doesn't look like my cup of tea. Declaration of Power. Okay. Draenei are ripped, too. I don't know if these guys are like country lads or whatnot, but they are jacked. I do like the horns on, not so much the guys, but the horns on the female Draenei actually give them quite a character. It makes them stand out in comparison to what we've been leveling thus far in the series. I mean, pretty much we've been leveling primarily humans and elves, so this is really the first time we're going a little bit more. It's still humanoid-esque, but it actually gives them a lot of character, and I think it looks pretty cute, if I do say so myself, especially the ram horns. The other horns I'm not too terribly fond of, but the ram style horns, totally about it. And we took care of this Naga earlier, but I wasn't in tune to the quest, so second time, y'all. Now, what will be interesting to see is where the Draenei go after, because I'm guessing Bloodmyst is the last portion of the starting area. At least it looks like that on the map-wise. So where do you go? Oh, this dude's LOSing me. He's not even trying and he's LOSing me. What a guy. Lord Ziz. Ziz with the Riz. And a Warglaive type of blade. Too bad it's not Illidan's Warglaive. But I wonder, where do Draenei go? Do y'all go from this to, let's say, the Outlands? And if so, how do you get to the Outlands? Do you go to, well, maybe being so close. The Draenei are pretty close proximity island-wise to the Night Elves, so I'm wondering if y'all go to like Darkshore or something, or do you go to other parts in the Outlands? I guess retail time will tell, because just like with the Blood Elves, the road literally can fork. It'll split. You have a choice at some point. You can go to the Plague Lands, you can go to Silver Pine, you can go to Tearsfall, you can skip it all together, you can go to the Barrens. So I'm guessing we're gonna be hit with that option too. I wouldn't mind going to the Barrens on a Draenei. Kalimdor region would definitely be pretty fun. But I think there's some other areas that I think for Morame's leveling path, I think I'm gonna try. But who knows? Who knows? If the Barrens fits, cool. If it doesn't, probably try to go somewhere else. I just don't know where just yet, because I don't necessarily also want to jump into the Night Elves territory or their starting zone, because I really want to save that for Amaria when I go back to the Night Elf Huntress. Kind of want to save that region for her, even though I know I definitely won't be able to complete everything, because I mean you'd go from what, Teldrassil to Darkshore to Ashenvale. So it kind of seemed a little redundant to have to do it twice, or to be able to showcase it twice. So if I can avoid it, I'll avoid it. But we'll see. Oh, dude. Back to the Murlocs. And I like our little woolly bro here, but my goodness, he's slow in the water. Though obviously he's not designed for swimming. Oh, dude. If I have a quest that's going to take us underwater, that's going to be... So I play on ultra wide settings, right? And it looks beautiful. This game looks gorgeous on ultra wide. But I mean, if we're going to have to delve into this reddish water, it's kind of glaring, y'all. When you're playing, it's kind of glaring. We're not getting anywhere with this. We're gonna have to lightning bolt, as long as we can actually lightning bolt. So for any viewers on television and everything, kind of like how I said earlier, hopefully it looks good to y'all, because I'm a little hesitant to delve into the water kind of it's a little glaring. I'm not colorblind or anything. It's actually pretty glaring. It's just polarizing on the eyes. I mean, I guess that's why they call it Bloodmyst Isle. Or maybe we'll find out a little bit more about that. Capturing the Murlocs. Kind of like capturing Pokemon. If there's one mob type in World of Warcraft that I hate more than Murlocs, it's the Fells. These dudes. Not the demons, but it's these Fell dudes. I absolutely cannot, or the Satyrs, I guess. Absolutely cannot stand these guys. Look at this. Though it's my fault, I really wasn't paying attention to my surroundings. I genuinely hate these guys. There's just something about them that I'm just like, you know, if the Night Elves decided to G-word them, I really wouldn't mind. These dudes are annoying. They serve no purpose. They're just, ugh. Not too much of a fan of them. Gosh, we're as many question marks as we are getting. There's just so much. There's a lot of quests we're doing, y'all. And I do like how it's all spread out. So, but there's not like a system, you know, there's not like a good way to, uh-oh, Sunhawks. Blood Elf territory. This is my brethren and my brothers and sisters. Maybe they'll let me sneak by. I'm just trying to figure out where I'm going here. Or maybe I just did something wrong. Who is this? Smacked by a rogue and I cannot go anywhere. Who is this? Is she an elite? Did I accidentally stumble upon an elite? Or did I get a rare here? Yeah, she's a rare. Oh dang, was not expecting this. I was just trying to ride my woolly bro to the quest objective. Turns out we ran into an elite, and just like in good Blood Elf rogue fashion, we get caught in the crossfire. She completely took me off guard. But level 21, I dig it. Great job, team. Bismillah. What does she have for us? Robes. Robes? A rogue? I mean, the stats are better, but yeah. Ah, man. The stats are better, but I don't know if I like that more than using male-based gear on a shaman. I kind of look like a mage here, you know? Galeon's fate. Oh no, he didn't make it. Poor guy. So this ship crashed. He wrote a journal to his poor wife. Oof. And we're surrounded too, so I hope we don't get ambushed here, because that would not make for a good story. Yeah, I think we're gonna go back to the bale plate gear. At least that's what I plan on rocking. I don't really want to rock cloth on a shaman. Not for this playthrough, at least. So it appears that the Blood Elves tortured and, yeah, pretty much just tortured him. Got his to get information. Man, there's a lot of Blood Elf patrols here. They completely freaking surrounded this place. He stood no chance. And there's no other survivors, so he was pretty much by himself to defend himself, and good luck. Try to get these resonance crystals and skedaddle skadoodle. Though I see chests in the different, like, chest items. So I wonder if that's... No, that's got to be connected to a quest. It's got to be connected to a quest. We're probably going to end up coming back here. If I had to guess, but it's good to know. Cool, we got the amulet. Very nice. Try to get a few more resonance crystals, cap that off. Yeah, these chest items, if I had to guess, we're going to be coming back here. And we can also go ahead and take care of this hunting quest while I'm here. Because it's nice that we can get the resonance crystals from any of these mobs out here. So the Draenei's leveling region is kind of like a mix. Like really kind of a mix between a little bit of like classic STV hunting. You also have like a little bit of like influence of Ungoro here. Definitely with the mob families. And we do have some Blood Elf stuff going on too, so it's really diverse. Definitely can't argue that. Those moths are beautiful too. Look at the sapphire-esque blue. Absolutely gorgeous things. Although I wonder how long it's going to take me to farm. If I notice it's going to take me longer to farm the drops from the bears, because it looks like that might be the little bottleneck we have, is the... well, that's 2. That's not terrible. But just in case if I notice we start to bottleneck, the thing I can do to make this a little bit quicker is probably farm a few of these quests off screen, just to save us some time and to save y'all some headache of watching repetition. But shoutouts to all of y'all from the Void fam. Anybody, any adventurers that are paying attention to the series. I know a new character is exciting. I know a question that may come up is, well, how do you not make a playthrough boring? Or how do you, if the intent is to level every character and class, how do you make it fun? And I think my answer to that is, because I'm so new, I kind of have that little bit of distinct advantage in that regard, but you just kind of make it fun, you know? Even with the class homogenization, you just find ways to make it fun, because every class plays different, especially with each different talent tree. And if you kind of balance it out, like I kind of pre-plan a little bit, not terribly too far, but I at least try to pre-plan how I do each character, at least to the starting zone, and then after that it's kind of like a free-for-all. In most cases it turns into a free-for-all. In terms of like what areas do I want to level this character in, what makes sense, how do I prepare for like a bonus episode, you know, what dungeons do I want to do I want to do dungeons, how many of them do I want to do, how do I space them out, what quests do I think is going to be interesting, do I want to showcase a raid or two, you know, it's all about experimentation. I am not a professional WoW player by any means, no stretch of the imagination. I'm not a professional. I don't know all the lore, all the major characters. I know quite a bit, but I don't know everything. And I'm really trying to hone the craft here and try to learn as much as I go and try to make myself better with each episode. Try to make myself just a little bit better than the last episode. So Morame being the first major healing character of the Let's Leveling series, the challenge becomes, how do I set the
I
foundation
need to target something first.
to then explore the next character that I know is going to be the healer? And which healing do I want to do? You know, do you want to do healing on a holy paladin? Do you want to do it on like a priest? You know, there's just so much different variations in between each character. No two playthroughs are ever the same. So I guess the long and the short and the short and the sweet to that answer that I can best give is, I just find it fun. I just find leveling fun. I find it challenging. It's challenging. It's an adventure, and I think we can all benefit, especially from newer players that are looking into coming to WoW, that are a little nervous about being a healer or being a tank. It's like, here you go. Here's somebody who did everything to the best of his ability. Take the lessons that I do, learn from my mistakes. My mistakes is truly your knowledge. And I'm always open to constructive feedback and criticism, so y'all really do help. It may not seem like it, but y'all really do help me in terms of growing as a person and as a player as well. Y'all, I want to try to make part of the series as much as I can. Who in the world? That's a Blood Elf patrol. But he looks a little bit different. At least I think it's a guy. I'm sure we'll be hunting him down at some point. Yeah, I think we're going to be hunting him at some point for sure. Gonna try to avoid him for now, as I'm trying to get these resonance crystals. Don't necessarily want to jump into another quest. Or, I mean, I guess I could, but he's not marked, so he's got to be part of a chain, which we'll hunt at some point. But yeah, y'all support has been amazing for the channel. I really couldn't thank y'all enough. I say it a lot, but I really truly thank y'all. Shukran. Thank you all so much for the support. I hope I don't have to hunt these these blue moths right here, because they're truly beautiful and they're completely docile. They're not really like hunting anything. I hope I don't have to hunt them. The bears and the vines, that's fine. That's one thing, but the moths, nah, keep them alive. They're really cool. Really cool looking things. But y'all, I think it's time for a break. I'm going to try to wrap up this quest to the best of my ability. Probably going to take care of it off screen. I hope y'all have enjoyed. And definitely look forward to catching y'all in the next episode. Again, do check out the channel. A lot of different characters that are being leveled. More characters to come. I hope y'all have enjoyed. Take care. Please have a wonderful week, and please be safe. I'll catch you on the next one. Take care.